welcome to snowy Killington, Vermont. We're bringing you Explore Killington. We're your hosts. My name's Slado.
And I'm Sara.
And we've got an action-packed half hour of entertainment coming your way right here from the snowy slopes of the biggest ski area in the East. Man, this is unbelievable, isn't it? What a way to ring in the new year.
It's so great. 2016 was great. 2017 is going to be even better. We are getting hammered with snow up here.
I love it, man.
It is a whiteout.
Yeah, we got some great turns in earlier in the day, and we've got a lot of action coming your way here on the show this next half hour. You know what we're going to do is we're going to visit with Pete Duffy. Pete replaced the legendary Grizz as the head of the ambassador program. Well, who are the ambassadors, you might ask? Well, they're those friendly folks in the green jackets who will here to answer all your questions. They'll help you get around the ski area. So we did a little interview with Pete to find out what the ambassador program's all about and what it's like filling Grizz's shoes. We're also going to take a look at a Killington produced piece called Then and Now. It takes a look at the history of Killington, which has been here for well over 50 years. It's the largest ski resort in the eastern United States.
It is the largest ski area in the Western United States, and there is a lot of people behind the scenes, like you said, like our ambassadors. We're also going to take a look at our high-altitude chef, Eric, who's cooking up some fine dining up there in the Peak Lodge. So if you haven't been there, you're going to check that one out. We are also going to head down to our favorite après spot, Moguls, where Uncle Sal and the crew, and we're going to say hi to them and see what they've got going on for the 2017 year. But first, we are going to check out some awesome Rails to Riches footage from this past year. Our own Corey Potter put it together, so let's check it out.
We're the 2016 Rails to Riches Rail Jam here at Killington Resort. We've got about 100 competitors in the event, 25K up for grabs tonight.
On fire.
For that awesome piece on Rails to Riches. Some really talented skiers and snowboarders coming through on that one. Wow.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun up there, and I'm glad we were able to get up there and cover it for you guys right here on KTV. Well, later in the show, don't forget, we've got a great piece called Then and Now. It's produced by Killington. It takes a look at the over 50-year history of Killington. But before we get to that, Sarah, we're going to visit with our friend Pete Duffy. Pete has taken over the helm here of the ship that they call the Ambassador Program. What's the Ambassador Program, you ask? You don't know? Well, you got to stay tuned because Pete Duffy's going to tell us all about it right now.
The Ambassador Program is a group of volunteers. We've got about 275 people from all walks of life. They're from all up and down the East Coast. We have quite a few retired people. We have white-collar workers, blue-collar workers, executives, CEOs, doctors, lawyers. They come up and volunteer their time to help the guests have a better experience on the mountain. They are doing it because they're people. They love helping other people out. Most of them have skied here for a long time, and as I say, and it sounds a little corny, but they want to help tame the beast. It can be a big area, it can be overwhelming to a lot of people, and so we enjoy helping a guest have a really good experience. Typical day for the ambassadors. On the weekends, we have a morning meeting in our office at 7:20. I go over with the ambassadors everything from where there's snowmaking, if there's an event going on, updating what the event's going to be, anything that I can provide to them so that they can pass it on to a guest when they get out there. And then they leave the office at about 20 to 8. And an ambassador has an assignment sometime throughout the day. Usually it's a 2-hour assignment. You may be greeting at snow shed. You may be giving directions at the trail map. You may be helping out with an event. But once your assignment is done, then you just spend the rest of the day skiing or riding on the mountain. If you come along, find somebody with a trail map, you stop, you ask if they need help. If you come along, find somebody lying on the side of the trail, you ask them if they need help. A lot of times they're just resting, but if they need help, then you call on a little radio and they eventually will notify ski patrol. You are there assisting the guests, helping ski patrol when they show up. Then the rest of the day, you're just out there experiencing the mountain. One thing I like about being an ambassador is every day is different. You know, you never know what you're going to come into. I may come in and say, okay, you know, I'm going to work on this today and, you know, go work in this area. And by the end of the day, I realize, wow, I didn't do any of that. It's a very rewarding job. It's so nice, I think, to be able to help the guests out. And I love it, even being in the program for 10 years. I don't have all the answers, and I tell the ambassadors it takes years to know the answers to all the questions. I love it when somebody comes up and asks me a question, and I say, you know what, not sure, let's go find out. Being an ambassador for so long, there are times that stick out in my mind. We do an end of day so that we go up the lift at the end of the day and help clear the trails. And to me, there's nothing like when the lift closes down, there's no sound out there, and you get to make one of the last runs down the mountain. You don't realize during the day that the lifts really add noise to the area, but making that last run down the mountain at the end of the day is really, that does stick in my mind. There's also days ambassadors will say, you know, they'll come up and maybe it's not the greatest weather, but they come up, they spend the day ambassadoring, and then when they leave, they'll say to me, you know what, I would have never come out to ski today, but that was a phenomenal day of skiing.
All right, thanks to Pete Duffy. That was a very informative look at the Ambassador Program here at Killington. Don't forget, if you ever need any help, just look for those people in the nice green coats. They're here to help you, and they love doing their job. And I tell you what, Killington would be a very different place without them. So we thank all the ambassadors who are out there working hard for you, right?
Yes, and they do. They work very hard for you guys, so we thank them for that. We also have so much more in store for you guys on the show today. We are going to take a look at then and now here, 50 years in the history of Killington. Wow, 50 years, Slado. How many years have you been here again?
Only 35. Only 35.
Yeah. Getting close there, kid.
Yeah, thanks.
We're also going to head to the Peak Lodge, and we're going to check in with our high-altitude chef, Eric Rush, and he's going to show us this fine dining at the Peak. But with that being said, stay tuned for more Explore Killington after this.
Experience the spa at the Woods, nestled in the hills of Killington. Rejuvenate with a full spectrum of luxurious European body treatments. Indulge in the wellness of our diverse spa amenities. Let your family play in the spacious splendor of our indoor pool. Come, relax, let go. Spa at the Woods, 53 Woods Lane off the Killington Access Road. Call 422-3139 for appointments or more information.
At Northern Ski Works, we want you to have tons of fun on the snow. We'll get you on the right ski. We'll put you in the right boot. We'll get you outfitted in comfort and style. We'll get you adjusted and balanced. We'll get you finely tuned. We'll get you accessorized, and we'll outfit the kids. We'll keep you informed at northernski.com. We've got all the gear in here, so you'll have fun out there on the slopes. Northern Ski Works, conveniently located in Killington, Vermont.
Man, where's Mario?
What a day! Am I late?
When in Killington, Vermont, and you want some truly great pizza, Dominic's is where you want to be. We make our dough here in the restaurant every day. Every pizza is hand-tossed to order and topped with the freshest ingredients. You can taste the freshness.
Don't worry about it, guys. I got this one.
Espresso bar, specialty cocktails, art gallery, and restaurant. Liquid Art is the place in Killington to get ready for your day and unwind when it's over. We invite you to enjoy work by local artists while dining on healthy fare, signature drinks, and specialty coffee in an atmosphere that is relaxed, cozy, and unlike anything else on the mountain. Stop in for open mic night, art jam, Sunday night supper, or try one of our raved about monthly wine dinners. Killington's Coffee House, where everything is a work of art. Liquid Art, the bright blue building 2 miles up the Killington Road.
Welcome out back.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Explore Killington. Hey, if you're wondering, geez, it looks kind of dark out there. Well, it is dark. You're very perceptive. Good for you. You're paying attention. Why is it so dark? Because my girl Sarah and I, we skied to the last chair today. Combine that with this giant cloud that's dumping about 2 feet of snow on our heads. It's a little dark right now, but when you ski the last chair this time of year, you better be ready to ski home in the dark, I think.
Absolutely,
right?
Because we just passed the winter solstice, and although it was the shortest day of the year, the days are starting to get longer, believe it or not. And with that being said, we're gonna check out a day in the life of Eric Rush, the chef of the Peak Lodge. He literally starts his day in the dark at 6:30 a.m. and finishes at 7:30 p.m. in the dark so that you guys can get all that fresh, fine food from the Peak Lodge. So let's check his day out.
Peak Lodge to grooming supervisor. Cabin cat is headed out. Oh yeah, the staff love it. I mean, it's an adventure just to get to the peak. Peak Lodge to grooming supervisor. Cabin cat is at the peak. You're gonna do the grill? Nice. By 11-ish, 11:30 be open? So we're making burritos for the Vista deck. All right, onward to the next adventure. So I'm gonna get suited up. We'll ski down to the Vista deck. Yeah, this is a pretty fun spot. Breaks up the day a little bit. loaded up Vista Deck with the burritos, and then we just ski down to North Brick Quad, back to K1 and back to the peak. Lift rides are a nice quiet time, a nice break from everybody. I mean, even the cat ride is one of my favorites. It's mellow in the morning. I come in by myself, you know, to get the cat started up, and it's calm and a few minutes to breathe. By the time we get back, we should be pretty, going pretty well with service. All right, can I have his next? So we just got back from the Vista Deck. We walked back in, and around 12:30, line was pretty decent. We were jamming, so just jumped on grill for a few minutes to help get the line down. And now it's just doing what we need to get through the rest of the service for today. We're here at the end of the day. It's about 7:30. We just unloaded the cat. All of our food's been put away. We'll shut the lights off, lock the doors, and head on down to the cat yard. All the staff's back down, just ending our day, and we'll be back at it first thing in the morning. We'll be back at 6:30, start it all over again. Peak Lodge to grooming supervisor. Cabin cat is back at the cat yard.
Thank you, Chef Eric, for your dedication and long days. I will say I have eaten at the Peak, and the food is amazing. If you haven't had one of their ooey gooey soft pretzels and the mustard dipping sauces, you must have one. Oh my God, to die for.
Mustard with these white pants, a little risky, but I'm going to take you up on it. It sounds good. Hey, listen, coming up next is a great Killington produced piece. It's called Then and Now, and it takes a look back at the over 50-year history of Killington, the largest ski resort in the East. Let's take a look at Then and Now.
Southern Vermont's tallest mountain, Killington Peak, rises to a skyscraping 4,241 feet. You can see a lot from the second highest point in the state, including 3 mountain ranges and more trees than you ever thought possible. It's an environment that inspires adventure and exploration. Nearly 60 years ago, Killington's founder, Preston Smith, channeled that inspiration into developing an iconic ski resort. And on December 13, 1958, 2 Palma surface lifts ushered the first skiers up Snowden Peak. By 1960, the first chairlift was installed and operational, and within the next decade, the world's longest gondola, at the time anyway, was transporting skiers to Killington Peak and its 3,000 vertical foot drop back to the valley floor. Today, Killington is widely known as the Beast of the East. The resort hosts the Northeast's longest season due in large part to its industry-leading snowmaking system. Its expansive terrain, including sister resort and neighbor Pico Mountain, spans 7 mountain areas, 212 trails, and 6 parks serviced by 28 lifts. Beyond the terrain, Killington's culture of fun and competition has been forged by events like Rails to Riches, the Bear Mountain Mogul Challenge, the Dew Tour, and the World Cup. When the snow season ends, Killington sheds a few layers before showing its summer and fall colors. A true 4-season destination, Killington's Adventure Center is open year-round, and the mountain bike program is flourishing as new trails come online year after year. The region's fall colors put on a show worthy of a visit, all on their own. The Beast of the East is a dynamic year-round destination rooted in rich mountain culture and a stunning natural environment. Learn more at killington.com.
Well, that was a great look at the history of Killington. Wow, there's just so much that has gone on here in the past 50 years. It's really cool to take a look back at it.
That's right, and if the first 50 were any indication of what's to come, I can't wait for the next 50. I'm going to plan on being here for it too, just so you know.
I am right there
I'll
with you.
still be on the show, I hope.
I I think he will be. I don't think Slado's going anywhere. He's like the Rock of Killington.
Steve can wheel me out, feed me a little Jello, my wheelchair. Hey, all right. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's not go that far.
Okay. Should we start over then?
We do have a lot more coming up. We're going to check in with DJ Dave and what's his story. He's got a lot of fun things to tell us. He's got a very interesting life.
So that's all coming up after we go to a little commercial break. When we catch you on the flip-flop side, we're going to be down there at Moguls, the only sports pub in Killington. You got to check that place out, man. We're going down there as soon as we can.
We'll ski you there.
This is the best farmers market in Vermont and possibly in New England, and you can find just about any food you're looking to eat here. Rutland is privileged to have one of the few 52-week-a-year markets, and it feeds an economy, not just the people.
The farmers market here is open every Saturday and every Wednesday. Wednesdays from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, and Saturdays from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock. And we'd really welcome everybody to come visit us.
Hi, I'm here to talk to you about the most important thing in an Italian restaurant.
And it's not the wine, it's meatballs.
And we're going to make some right now, right here at the pasta pot.
And here's the beef. Then we're going to add the egg, the onion, the parsley, salt, the pepper, garlic, the breadcrumbs. And now we're cooking.
I love TV.
Would you guys like a meatball? Yes!
Pasta's meatballs smell so good. And they're tasty too.
And remember that the Pasta Pot is the only foraged food restaurant in the state of Vermont.
So you ready to join the ranks of the fastest growing segment of skiing today? Backcountry and Telemark. For over 25 years, Basecamp Outfitters has been specializing in freehill skiing, uphill and downhill. That's why our pro staff can direct you through the maze of what works and what doesn't. And that means clothing too. We take warmth and comfort seriously, and that is why we offer the best brands of clothing available today. So come and visit Basecamp Outfitters right here in Killington. Be safe.
Hi, I'm Christine. Welcome to Basin Sports. We are a favorite year-round shopping destination for all things Killington, a full-service bike shop, and everything for every type of skiing and snowboarding. We demo everything we sell so you can try it before you buy it, and we've got the best performance rental fleet available in the industry. The Basin is open till midnight on Fridays, starting in December, so you can start to play early Saturday morning. We love to ski and ride, and it shows. That's why we've been here for almost 60 years. Being the oldest doesn't make you the best. Being the best makes you the oldest. Skiers serving skiers since 1958.
Sal here from Moguls Sports Pub. You know, the only sports pub in Killington. Moguls offers free mini golf, air conditioning, 2 pool tables, dartboard, and TVs everywhere. Plus the best game room around. And if you're hungry, we offer wood-fired burgers, steaks, gyros, barbecue ribs, and of course, the best lobster deal in town. So just pop in at Moguls and say, Sal sent me. See you there.
Welcome back to Explore Killington and Slado. I just want to say it is still snowing here in Killington. It has been snowing since 10 a.m. this morning. It's going to keep snowing all night long. It just doesn't get any better than that. And we have made our way down to the one and only sports pub in Killington, Moguls Sports Pub. We've got the slow cooker behind us. It smells so good. Can't wait to walk inside and smell what other things are in there, because it always smells so delicious and yummy when you walk in.
That's right, I was saying, you know, you come in here, we got Jack the Smoker, this 2,300 pound smoking machine here. This is where all the world famous ribs and the award-winning, Jack Daniel's award-winning ribs come out of right here. Delicious.
Ribs and wings.
And then I tell you, I know where I'm gonna hit. My nostrils are gonna flare when I go in there. Why? Because the popcorn machine is relocated by the front door. So you got the wood stove. It's fantastic, man. Moguls, it's the only sports Pub here in Killington. One of the reasons you want to check it out. So we're going to go inside. But as we go inside, we got to check out another chapter in our friend DJ Dave's story. We call it What's Your Story? And why do we want to talk about it? Well, number one, he's a legend here in Killington, but probably most importantly, he's here every Friday night at Moguls playing all your favorite music by request. So he is the entertainment here. Friday, the guy puts on a great show. You want to bring the family down here, check it out. It's DJ Dave. Up next, What's Your Story? We're heading inside. Check it out. Ready?
World Cup Wednesday for me is just a blast. I'm on my current team is John Durney, his dad Jack Durney, and then we fill in some other players here and there. But every single Wednesday for 20 years, we've dressed up. We've dressed up something. Whether it's the obvious ones like Valentine's Day and we're wearing all hearts, or Mardi Gras Day and we're dressed up like our Fat Tuesday parties. But we've had other themes as well. We've had just dressing college and bathrobes and you know, other stuff. We've done St. Patrick's Day is a favorite of mine because I usually ski down and drink Lucky Charms with Guinness. So basically what I'm saying is I really take World Cup Wednesday seriously. If there's anything that I take really seriously, it's World Cup Wednesday. I try to take, when I first was doing it, the first few years, I was always finishing in the middle of the pack, you know, my 30 seconds, 40 seconds, probably not 30, but 40 seconds, 45 seconds. I was always in the middle of the pack, and it just became boring. So I tried to invent different ways that I could come in last. And I've come in last probably 99% of the times that I've raced. And so for the other people out there that are really slow, you're welcome, because you'll never be last. And I've had some record times. Last year I had a 7-minute and 35-second run. There's probably about 40, 50 racers. I mean, it probably, you know, is more than half of them in their regular races. I've never fallen. It's just, like I said, it's skiing down, it's having a drink with the cameraman, it's having some Lucky Charms with Guinness. It's been everything. So World Cup Wednesday is what I look forward to every week from a skiing perspective. And this year, I know there's a new I think it's in new categories. It's just by age group, not as opposed to A and B. That doesn't matter to me. I mean, I will kick anyone's butt as far as World Cup Wednesday because I take it, you know, so seriously.
Hey, here we are with Explorer Killington. Sarah and I have made our way down the road. Finally, wow, what a snowstorm. But we're here at Moguls at last, the only sports pub here in Killington. You know, we got darts, we got pool right here. We've got a full-on arcade downstairs. But it's not just a bar room. It's not just like a couple pool tables. It is a family-friendly restaurant, too. We've got a standalone restaurant dining room right over here. So you're worried about, I don't want to bring my kid into a pool hall. You don't have to worry about that. You seat them over there, and this place, I don't know, there's a lot of places to go in Killington. This is one of our favorites. Why? It's very affordable, it's a lot of fun, and look at all the good times you can have here, whether you're a little kid or a big kid.
I couldn't agree more, Slado. I mean, there's so much going on here. Like you said, there's the arcade downstairs. They've got Buck Hunter. They have free pool on Mondays. Not only do they have tons of games here, they also have great entertainment. We mentioned DJ Dave on Fridays. They have the Stash Brothers on Saturday nights. They're awesome, really, really good band, super fun. Love to do, like, request songs. They do everything. It's really fun. Not to mention, there are so many TVs around here. I mean, there's TVs in the bathrooms. There's TVs on every single wall. And if you love your football, which I know Slado does and I do, you can come in and fill out your football pool, maybe win some money, which is awesome. So it's family friendly. and great for adults if you just want to come in and hang out. We've got a great bar. Cookie and Lucille and the other bartenders here will take great care of you. And I really don't think there's a better place on the mountain.
And you know what? The menu covers the full spectrum from just a simple burger and a beer for $9.99. Still, where else can you get that here in Killington? I don't know where. All the way up to a full-on steak dinner, right? Seafood on the menu. I mean, they got it all. Whatever you are hungry for, we've got it here at Moguls for you. So, don't forget, Channel 14, we got a lot of great local programming too. Wake up with Bettina in the morning, every morning at 7:30 a.m. We call it Killington Today. Why do you want to tune in? Because you're going to get the latest snow condition, the latest weather report, the updated lodge openings, everything you need to know to have a successful day here at Killington. It's on every single day, Channel 14, 7:30 in the morning to 9:30, and it's live on the weekends. And we always try to get our friend Pete Duffy from the Ambassador Program to come in off the hill, and you can't get a better update than a guy who's just been on the hill. And of course, we have our own Corey Potter, who's up there filming the conditions and skiing around, and I tell you, you can't beat it. Killington Today, you got to check it out.
And if you didn't get enough from us today on Channel 14 Comcast here in the Killington region, you can also check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and KillingtonTV.com. That being said, Slado,
that's it.
Stay classy, Killington. Till next time.